Hi there, welcome and welcome back. My name is Jenny and this is the Darkest Light Oracle. We are going to be doing a reading for the sign of Cancer. So if you have Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, then there may be a message for you here today. So Cancer, we are going to go ahead and jump right in and see what your message is. Okay, so it looks like in the past, you really did some soul searching. We've got the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Cups. So I feel like this is you. You're the Queen of Cups. This is all water energy, so it's definitely pointing at you. If not, those other water signs are going to be Pisces or Scorpio, but more than likely this is pointing at you. And it is also pointing at just that a very loving, nurturing, motherly energy. The Queen of Cups just is, just very emotionally stable. And so it's pointing at that type of energy that you were embodying. And I feel like you were really just sort of reevaluating some things. The way that she kind of is looking and the way that I have my cards set up, she was looking away from these other cards here. And so the Six of Pentacles has to do with generosity, right? So you may have been feeling generous, right? You may have been feeling like you had the resources to give things away or help other people with, giving away your time and energy. Or it could have been the opposite, where maybe in the beginning it started out that way, but in the end it didn't continue to feel that way. Then you started to feel depleted, like you were giving away too much, and you didn't really have time for yourself or the resources for yourself because you were giving them away. And that's where this Queen of Cups comes in, right? Being as she is kind of that nurturing energy, loving energy, there is a fine line where when you are that type of person, other people can take advantage. And I feel like maybe for some people that's what happened. And so you really just had to walk away from that. This Eight of Cups? Yeah, Eight of Cups. This Eight of Cups shows this person walking away from all of these full cups and just going into this cave. And really this has to do with it is a spiritual card, so finding things that are more in alignment with you, and really just taking the time to sit with yourself and figure out what is in alignment with me now. What is good for me now? Whatever it was in the past, I've got all these full cups, but they're not doing it for me anymore. So I feel like that's the type of spot that you were at in the past. So now I think you figured it out because we've got the Emperor and the Empress in here. We've got amazing energy. We've got things building. This is all Aries energy. We got the Empress over here, manifesting, loving, she brings things into the world, physically birthing things because she's pregnant. And then we've got this Emperor here. And he's a builder, right? He builds things. He's a leader. He has, discipline, principles, all of these beautiful energies right now. And it really is like the yin and the yang, right? We've got both the male and the feminine of the same exact energy that are playing out in your life. And I feel like that is really important right now. And it's really just pointing at the fact that you made a change in your past for something that was better for you, and now this is what you're building. Now the things that you're bringing into your life and the foundations that you're building are good for you for the long term. So that being said, we've got this Four of Cups here that's paired with this. So Cancer, this is a very confusing energy. It has a little bit to do with just having all of these options and not being sure which one to choose. It also has to do with, seeing all these options and being like, I don't really like any of these, and not taking any of the options that are given to you that could actually help you out. So this card is a little bit, it's good and bad. We're just going to say that, because you've got options, but they're not the options that you want, and they're not really options that you're taking yet. So it's going to make it awful hard to manifest and bring things into life when you've got this card here, or this energy in your life where you're feeling a little bit confused. It also has to do a little bit with delusions, right? So sometimes the reality that we have in our head is not the reality that is actually happening in the world. And I feel like this card sometimes speaks to that too. And that's why you're not taking the cups that are offered, right? Because in your head, and what you are seeing and visualizing is not what is in these cups. So, with that being said, in your future spot, these conflicting energies that we have here are going to continue into your future unless you make a change. For our future card, we've got a 5, which does signify change, but this 5 of Wands here has to do with some sort of imbalanced energy in your future. And it could be that we haven't yet made the decision that we, made a choice that we need to make, or we're kind of holding off about it. But there's definitely some sort of conflict. And in most cases, this card has to do with like an inner conflict or an inner turmoil. So that's what's in your future spot right now. In the extended reading, we will go into further clarify your future. But we're going to take some challenge cards right now. So while I'm shuffling these here, if you are not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. If you like this reading, give it a like, leave me a comment, let me know if it resonates with you and how. I love to hear how these actually resonate with you. So I would just really appreciate all of those things. And share it if you know somebody else that would like this. Go ahead and share it. So we're gonna go ahead and we've got a challenge already fallen out. Okay, so we've got one that fell out, 2, and they really go together. So we've got the 4 of Swords and the 2 of Swords. So this is your challenge. We're really just at a crossroads, and you have a decision to make, and you really are you're trying to trust your intuition. This is definitely an intuitive card. It's got the moon up there, Cancer, that's your planet. We've got we've got all the signs that say that you're trying, but it's a challenge to finally just make the decisions that you need to make without knowing all the information. And then this card has to do with finding a better way. That's the other challenge, is that so far you have not found that better way. All of these also are swords. So all of your challenges are in your head, right? It is all the things that you're thinking about. So I feel like the big challenge is getting the idea, right? And finding, and working through, with your head, working through all of these things and getting a solid plan and coming up with solid ideas. So that's where all of the challenge is. So we are going to go ahead and take a couple of guidance cards here, Cancer, and see what kind of guidance Spirit has for you. Okay. So we've got Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. So, I feel like this, ooh, sorry about that. I just kicked my, kicked my table, kicked my desk. So with the Temperance card, this is all about going with the flow and following the signs. So if you are seeing signs, they are definitely leading you to the answers that you need. But I feel like with all of this mental energy in your head, and even this Four of Cups, right? You've got to get out of your head in order to see the guidance. You know, I feel like this card has a lot of water, you know, and if you look at it, she's holding cups. That's emotions, right? The answer is not going to be in your head. It's going to come from your heart. And so I feel like that's what it's telling you with this guidance. And then also there's an opportunity here, since it's a pentacle, it could be, you know, the Ace of Pentacles usually has to do with new opportunities with jobs, you know, money, jobs, finances, investments, things like that. And I feel like it's telling you, since this is in your guidance, there's an opportunity that you can take, or that you need to follow up on in order to bring it to life. And that would really help your situation out. Also, this card has to do with golden opportunities. There's a path here. Actually, both of these cards have a path. And look at this. I've never actually noticed this about these two cards. Look at over here, right? In the Temperance card, we've got a path leading to a sun with mountains. And look at that, another path. This one's a golden path, you know, leading you, and there's mountains. So both of these, they're leading you down the same path, which is that's very interesting. But yeah, like I feel like your path is already set, like you have a clear shot. So if you take this opportunity, it's definitely going to lead you to better things. But first, you've got to start thinking with your heart and less with your head in order to get these things moving. So, Cancer, let's go ahead. We are going to start pulling some cards for our extended reading here. So we're going to take a couple of cards here to further clarify your future, because we only had this one Five of Wands that was showing us conflict. And I'd like to further clarify a little bit, maybe what the conflict is, or I'm just going to see what these other guidance cards say for us here. So we're going to take two cards there. And then I am going to take one more guidance card, because those two guidance cards like really lined up with each other. And I'm wondering if there's one more that we could get that could further help you to make the right decision. And then I want to take a couple of cards here about what you need to know about this situation, because I really feel like we've got so many cards here talking about decisions and you're just not sure which decision to make. So we're going to take a couple cards here about what you need to know that may help. So we'll take two cards. All right, Cancer, thank you so much for watching this reading. I really appreciate it. If you want to watch the extended reading, the link is in the description box. It will take you over to Vimeo, where you can then watch that extended reading. So once again, I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Bye.